Good afternoon, everybody. What is going on? I am jeffgrantMEDIA, and today's real user review, we're going to be taking a look at my Ironheart 634 jeans. Now, Ironheart did send me these jeans as a sample for review, but all the opinions in this video are mine and mine alone. I did not share this content with Ironheart prior to publication. They will see this when you do. Now, we're going to start by breaking down the model number of the jeans.
IH-634s-14ii.
IH, Ironheart. 634, the style number. These are the straight fit jeans. S, selvage. 14, these are a 14-ounce selvage denim.
II is for indigo and indigo.
That is for the indigo warp
and the indigo weft of the jeans.
So now that that's out of the way, how did I wear these jeans? Well, these were a daily driver for me over the past, I believe I've had these for 5 weeks to the day now. And out of that 35 days, I have worn these 30 days. There are 5 days that I counted that I did not wear these jeans. Some of them were because I soaked them and they were drying, and the other was just because I swapped out for a different pair of jeans for another 2 days just because I wanted to wear some other pants. But I wore them casually, wore them to work every single day. At work, I work in an office building, so I'm either in the studio doing studio work, filming 360s, products, tutorials, training videos, unboxing videos, or I'm sitting on my computer doing editing. We have been doing some exterior shoots now that the weather is becoming nicer. We had a couple very nice, very warm days in a row where we just kind of called an audible, got some models, got some product, got outside and spent a couple hours outdoors in the sun, sweating and shooting for a couple of days in a row. I've worn these after work, lounging around the house, going to dance class. I'm a dance daddy, so going to dance class, going out to dinner, going grocery shopping, going to the mall, running errands, going out for ice cream on the weekends, doing, random things. We went into Philly once or twice. We took some adventures. We were just at the Dorflinger Glass Museum, doing an exploration there. It was pretty cool experience for me and little Miss Hazel Fantastic. Taking Hazel to the playground, just all sorts of your everyday daily things. So I've been wearing these jeans again every single day, just about for the past 35 days. So everything that you would do on the daily, I did in these jeans. So they have gotten quite a bit of wear. And I will say they have had 0 washes and 1 soak. Cold soak, maybe a little bit of lukewarm water, if you will. I kind of just turned both spouts on to fill the bucket up a little bit faster. But basically, I have worn these in every single daily use case that I could possibly think of, short of going for a hike. But yes, in that time frame, I did go for at least 1 hike in a pair of jeans. But in my defense, I was painting the fence prior to going for the hike, so I already had those jeans on, and it was a sloppy day, so I didn't want to wear the Ironhearts in the woods. I was just going to wear the ones that were already dirty and covered in paint. And the footwear that I've worn with my Ironhearts were a couple of different pairs of boots and sneakers, mostly Chuck Taylors. And the way I would wear these with boots was doing a double cuff, but because these are a 36-inch inseam, when I'd wear sneakers, I would actually have to throw a triple cuff on them. So I'm actually getting 2 separate cuff fades on the jeans. So it's a little interesting, but yeah, especially Chuck Taylors or flip-flops. I did wear these with flip-flops several occasions. I'd have to do a triple cuff, otherwise I would be dragging and walking on the jeans. So triple or double, depending upon the footwear that I was wearing. But how was the fit of the jeans? The Ironheart 634s are based on a 1966 Levi's 501 fit, which is a straight fit jean. Now, I have 0 experience with vintage Levi's, but I do have a lot of experience with modern Levi's. Mostly modern Levi's that were made from the late 90s to the mid 2000s, and a lot of those were 501 jeans. And I can say, from what I remember at least, the modern 501s are definitely a slimmer fit than what these 634s are. So I would say the 634s fit a little bit more like a more modern 505, which is slightly more relaxed in the seat and the thighs than the 501. But overall, I really like the fit and the cut of these jeans. I did come off of wearing mostly like slim straight jeans for a long period of time. And one of the things I found with slim straights is in the winter and the fall months, I wear a lot of cowboy boots, and I can't fit comfortably my pants over a lot of my boots, mostly my double H's, because the slim straights are just too narrow of a leg. I did not have that experience with my 634s, although it's getting warm out, so I have not been wearing my cowboy boots nearly as much because I run quite hot and I can't have that much leather that far up my leg. Otherwise, I'm just a puddle. But overall, I am very satisfied with the cut and fit of the 634s. I can wear any boots that I want. They fit over anything. And again, just a double or triple cuff depending upon if I want to wear a boot or a shoe or a sneaker, and I can get away with any footwear with these pants. The size of my jeans. Now these are a 34 by 36. So please note that all Ironheart garments, their pants, their jackets, they all have different sizes depending upon what model you're looking at. So check the size chart, because I generally buy a 32, 32, and American size jeans. But a 32 in American jeans is not a 32-inch waist around. It is actually like a 34 to 34.5-inch waist around. So the 34 waist is actual, I believe this might be 34.5 inches. So check, measure. If you're not sure, don't believe me, take a pair of your jeans, go measure them. They are not going to be the size all the way around as the circumference that is on the tag. So these are 34 by 36. But the only thing that I don't like about these jeans is that they are a 34 by 36 because they're just too long. Again, double cuff with pants, triple cuff with sneakers or flip-flops because they're a 36 length. Now the average height for the average male is 5'9". I am 5'9". I can probably get away with a 30-inch inseam in a lot of pants, but just like waists, the inseam is not necessarily the actual inseam, so I generally buy a 32, 32, and I'll put a small cuff on my jeans. I know a lot of people that are over the 6 foot mark that will wear like a 34-inch or 32-inch inseam. So 36 just seems excessive to me. You could they could probably make these a 34-inch inseam, and most people will still be able to do at least a single, if not a double cuff out of the pants. So when I'm wearing flip-flops or chucks, and yes, I do wear flip-flops with jeans because I find them to be very comfortable, especially in the summer months when I'm running a little bit hot, but I still want to wear a pair of jeans, I will wear flip-flops, and I'm okay with that. But they do get a bit bulky around the ankle even when I'm wearing chucks. So I would have preferred to maybe get these a 34-inch. I don't know why they're always all 36s, but you know, it's just the way Ironheart does their clothing. I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. I know I can get them hemmed. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later down the road. But really, overall, the only thing I dislike about the fit is that they're a 36 length. I wish they would come in a 34 length, or at least give you the option to get a 34 length, because that would just, in my mind, fit more people's body shapes, their inseams, than a 36. Okay, let's move on. Fit and finish of these jeans. Now these are a 14-ounce selvage denim. And I've had other 14-ounce from other companies, but the Ironheart 14-ounce definitely feels pretty beefy. It is noticeably heavier and thicker than other 14-ounce denim that I have worn, but this is a premium denim. Even if I still had a big bike and I took a spill on this, I feel like I can get a couple extra feet sliding across the gravel before I actually start tearing into my skin, because this denim does actually feel like it would protect me in a fall. With that being said, if I don't take a spill on a bike, I feel like these are a decade jean. Now yes, these do cost $340 USD brand new, and that's a lot of money. But when you think about it, you will have these jeans for at least a decade. Yes, I would think these jeans will easily last me at least 10 years. So take into consideration, I was buying Levi's for years for roughly $40 to $65 per pair. And those jeans would only last me for at least 3 months tops. So average at $50 a pair, I'm buying 4 pairs of jeans per year. I'm spending $200 per year on jeans that I will not have at the end of that year. So in 10 years, if I spent $200 a year on 4 pairs of jeans, I would have spent $2,000 on jeans, where I think this $340 purchase would last me that entire time without question. So yes, this is a buy once, cry once. You pay $340 for this pair of Ironheart jeans. You are going to have them for a very long time, and ultimately your cost per wear is going to be pennies on the dollar that you originally spent for them. So always take that in consideration when you're looking at premium quality materials, and Ironheart being one of them, I definitely think these are going to last me at least a decade.
Another interesting feature of these Indigo and Indigo 634s is the total poly cotton thread that they use.
They got a thread that matches as close they can to the Indigo of the jeans. And important areas like belt loops and stitching are going to be a poly cotton thread, where areas like the pocket accents are actually going to be a cotton thread, so this will break down quicker and give the jeans that worn in faded look that you're looking for, while the threads that are actually structurally holding the jean together with that poly core are going to last longer, keeping the jean actually structurally sound. So the accents, they're going to wear out and give the jean that faded, worn in look that every denim head is looking for, where the seams are going to keep your jeans lasting for that decade. So you're gonna get that nice beat up looking pair of jeans, but the back pocket itself is not going to fall off them. And one other thing that combines the tonal stitching used to make these jeans and the 36-inch inseam is, if you did want to have these tailored and have these shortened, you're not only gonna have to find someone that can do a chain stitch, you're gonna have to find someone that can do a chain stitch and has the same, at least close to, thread to actually match the rest of the thread in the jeans. Now I have 5 weeks of nearly daily wear in these jeans. And in that 5 weeks time, I'm actually starting to get some nice fades.
Now these are the Indigo and Indigo, so you are going to get some very high contrast fades
the longer you wear these. So give these 3 to 4 months and you're really gonna start to see them really pop and get some really, really nice fades. But let's talk about what I'm seeing after only 5 weeks. We have my two most obvious fades, the knees and the back pocket where I keep my wallet. Now, if you take a quick look at my knees, the right knee definitely has some more fading than my left, and that would be because I favor my right knee when I kneel down. Now, the majority of this is from when I'm at work. I will go down on my right knee, especially when I'm trying to get a low shot, but I do have a 5.5-year-old, and I do spend quite a bit of time crawling around on the floor playing with her. Now, my wallet fade, that's another story. I keep my wallet in my back right pocket, so sitting down, no matter work, home, in the car, on the scooter, that's where my wallet is rubbing. So those are my two most noticeable, most worn spots after 5 weeks. But other than that, let's get into some of the high touch points. Looking underneath my belt and at my fly, you can see I'm getting some nice wear there from my belt rubbing and from me undoing my pants to either go to the bathroom or to take my jeans on or off. Now, if we go down to my crotch area, that's where we're gonna see the highest contrast fades that I'm starting to get on these jeans already. We're starting to see a lot of that white popping through, and I think it's looking pretty nice and pretty faded. I'm also starting to get a few whiskers forming at the top of the pockets, and if we look at my right pocket, you're gonna see one little white spot down low here, and that is from my pocket knife that is inside my right pocket. Flipping the jeans over, the center belt loop has a bit of wear because that's what's rubbing against a chair, a seat, whenever I sit down. Going down the center seam from the belt loop, we're also seeing some white threads popping through, again, because that's a high touch area whenever I'm sitting down. Now, if we take a look at the back pockets, the inner hidden rivets are also seeing some nice white coming through because, again, also very high touch points from when I'm sitting down. Coming down to the seat of the jeans, again, that's some more of that high contrast fade that we're getting from the crotch of the jeans. Now, coming down to the back of my knees, we are starting to get some honeycombs going on here. I think that these look a little bit more creased than faded, but I'm working on it. Give me time. It's only been 5 weeks. Now, coming down to the cuffs of the jeans, the double cuff has a lot more wear than the triple cuff because I do wear these more so with boots than I do with sneakers or flip-flops. So we are seeing a lot of fade on the bottom of the cuff as well on the inside back of the pant leg itself, and a little bit of a sheen there from rubbing off. And a lot of that is because of the crocking that we're seeing on my boots. So this is a Danner Huckberry collaboration, Mountain Mock 917. I really like these boots, really comfortable boot, wear them quite a bit, but you could see they got a lot of blue going on them, a lot of this suede on the back. And honestly, I'm not even mad about it. I think these boots look even better now that they got this indigo crocking going on it.
But a lot of the indigo warp and the indigo weft from the inside of the jeans
is rubbing off a lot on my boots. But again, I'm not even mad about it. I kind of like the way this is making my boots look. They're looking a lot cooler and a lot more broken in. So I'm not even angry about it, but if you're wearing, say, like white Chuck Taylors, you might not want to wear them with these pants because you're gonna end up having indigo Chuck Taylors. But if you want to have indigo Chuck Taylors, by all means, get a pair of white Chucks, wear them with these Indigo and black or an Indigo and Indigo Ironheart, and you're gonna have some pretty interesting and pretty cool looking shoes. So a lot of that fading on the inside of my pant leg that you can't even see is actually ending up on my boots. And again, I'm totally okay with it. I kind of like the way it's looking. Now, I said this earlier, I did 1 soak in 0 washes of these jeans. And the main reason I soaked these was because we did 2 or 3 outdoor shoots in a row. We had like 3 85-degree days in a row. The weather was beautiful. We had to capitalize on that. But they were also the warmest days so far we've had this year, and my body was just not used to the heat. So I was sweating bullets. We're outside filming for 4 to 6 hours every one of those days. The jeans got a little stinky. In addition to that, came home from work, walked Duke the dog, and I stepped in dog poop. Not my dog's poop, another dog's poop. I don't think I got it on the bottom of my jeans, but in the back of my mind, I may or may not have got dog poop on here. They're kind of stinky, so I did a soak. I did kind of spot clean the area of jeans prior to soaking them with just a little bit of soap to make sure if there was any dog poop, I got that off. Then I did a soak of the jeans. But let's jump into that and see how that whole process went. I'm about 2.5, 3 weeks into wearing these Ironheart 634s every single day. It's been quite warm, as you can probably tell. I probably have an afro starting here. It's been hot, it's starting to get humid, and they're starting to stink a little bit. So we're doing a soak. I put like lukewarm water in there. I mixed hot and cold. I didn't make it super hot. I don't want them to shrink too much. They could shrink a tiny bit for me, but overall, I'm pretty satisfied with the cut and fit, so I don't really want them to shrink too much, if at all. So I'm gonna soak them for 45 minutes to an hour, and I'm gonna check back. I think we might see a release of some of the Indigo, because I've been seeing a lot of crocking, both on my hands and mostly on my boots, as you've seen. So I think some of this Indigo might lift a little bit, but I don't think that's gonna make much of a difference visibly with the actual jeans, if any Indigo does lift from them. But I think we might get some of the starches out as well, because it's the first soak we're doing with them. And I was gonna wait until right before I did the review, so like another couple of weeks, but it's getting hot. It got hot quick. It went from being like 35, 40 to like mid 60s to 85 the past couple of days. And I've been sweating, so they're getting a little stinky. So we're gonna wash them, we're gonna soak them, try to take some of that stink out. We're gonna hang and air dry them when they're done and put them back on probably tomorrow after work. It's getting a little late in the evening, so I don't think these are gonna be dry enough for the morning, so we might have to leave them soaking for a day, and then we'll check back. So stay tuned. Well, if you look through, you can see the white of the tub. The water's a little brown and brackish, but really, I don't see any Indigo that lifted, so I don't think any of that Indigo that was coming off of my hands and clothes came off in the water. So let's dump it out and give her a look-see. Yeah, the water's definitely brown, which is mostly the starches coming out of the fabric. See, the water's a little dirty, but it doesn't really look like there's much Indigo in there, if any at all. Just a little brackish. Still a little bit more in here. You can kind of see it now. It's just a little brown, just starches. I don't really see any blue. Well, that's definitely dark brown. That's everything that was trapped inside the pants that just rang out when I picked them up. That's kind of crazy. Okay, let's go hang these things up and let them drip dry and wear them in a day or two.
Now, all in, final summation, do I think the Ironheart 634s-14iis are worth their $340 price tag?
And I've already said this, yes, I absolutely believe that these jeans are worth every bit of the $340 price tag. These are a decade jean. You're gonna buy these, you're gonna have these for a very, very long time. And honestly, if you didn't want them anymore, you could still sell these and get a big chunk of your money back because there is a very big aftermarket for Ironheart clothing. The Ironheart Army is a very real thing. The Ironheart Forum, out of all of the forums that have ever existed, the Ironheart Forum is still there and it is still going very, very strong. Again, I would have had to buy 4 pairs of Levi's, spending roughly $200 a year, and I'd still at the end of that year would not have a pair of jeans, where these jeans are going to last me at least a decade. And I'm not even saying that to over exaggerate. I literally think these jeans are going to last me 10 years, no problem. Now these are a 14-ounce denim, which is the lightest denim that Ironheart will use in their jeans. And even for 14 ounce, these are pretty beefy. These are thick, these are heavy, but as you wear them, they soften up and they break in very, very nicely. And even after the soak, after I got all those starches out, they did soften up a lot. So you saw all that brown water, that was all the starches used. That wasn't sweat and grime and dirt. That was all the starches that are used to keep the material flat as they're making the jeans. Once I soaked all of that starch out, they soften up and they feel even better to the touch. So the 14 ounce, it's going to be a very good weight for you to wear year round. So these are going to be worn. I wear jeans all year. I do wear shorts in the summer, but I always prefer to wear jeans or pants over shorts. So when it's real hot, I'm out with the family doing stuff on the weekends. Of course, if it's 80, 90 degrees, I'm gonna put on a pair of shorts. But I wear jeans to work all the time. I can wear shorts to work. I don't wear shorts to work. So I will wear these jeans year round. In the 14 ounce, it's a good weight for me to continue to wear year round, even when it's 85, 95 degrees outside. I will still have these on, and they'll definitely feel a lot more comfortable than wearing like a 21 or 25 ounce denim. But in the end, this little W, yeah, I think it's worth your money. These are amazing garments. The jeans, the jacket. I can see why Ironheart has such a cult following. These are high quality garments. The jacket that I bought, I've been wearing this thing for months now. The jeans every day for 5 weeks just about. And they're not slowing down. I can continue to wear these, and I'm probably not going to give these an actual wash until about 4 to 6 months of wear. I will probably soak them a few more times, especially over the summer as they get a little stinky. But overall, very, very satisfied with these jeans, with the jacket. And the jacket I actually bought with my own money. I paid the $400 for the jacket, and I can honestly say that this was $400 well spent on my jacket. So the jeans, $340, definitely worth it. These are 2 garments that I'm going to have for years and years and years. The only reason I could see myself not wearing either of these anymore is because I grow a little bit in the wrong direction. But other than that, I am very satisfied, and if you're looking at them, pull the trigger. These are garments that you are going to have for a long time. Premium quality, very, very durable goods. And if you are a motorcycle rider and you take a spill, you're gonna get a couple extra feet of slide before you go through and start going through your own skin. So if you like this video or any of my other videos, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that big red button and ring that bell right next to it so you get notifications next time I post a brand new video. Good night.